we're going to sit together, and the sitting practice is something that you're all familiar with. So just keep doing what you've been doing, but also keep adjusting what you're doing so you don't keep falling into the same potholes. On this road where we live, there's a dirt road, and the dirt road doesn't do well in snow and icy conditions. But because we're on a school bus route, regularly the township sends out these yellow trucks, and they do wonderful things to the dirt road. They fill the potholes, they smooth out the gravel, they add different substances to make it a nice road so that the school bus can bring the kids in and out, and everyone else. We have to do that. We have to be the yellow truck in the mind that goes around and smooths the way. So it's not a laid back attitude. We have to be vigilant. Mindfulness is not just sit back with your cup of tea and watch the daisies grow. We have to be active to activate the seedlings so that the Dhamma matures within us. Otherwise, we remain immature. It's up to us. Do we want to ripen, or do we want to stay stunted in our growth? The beauty of it is no one else can do it for us, but we can do this. We have to remember what the tools are and keep using them wisely, skillfully, continuously. So having said that, let's push our little boats away from the dock. Be our own steers person, captain of the boat, and successfully reach the other shore. Since we've made very pure intentions in the heart, taking precepts, let's practice them inwardly. So get yourself into a comfortable posture. Let us see how we can purify the mind. Be aware of the body. Be aware of the mind. The mind knowing the body. The mind knowing the mind. The mind in the body in the mind. Is the body in the mind? Through knowing the body, not just this body, but the whole world is in the mind. The whole world is encompassed by the mind. Contemplate that. How can the whole world be encompassed by the mind? The word encompassed has in it compass. It may be coincidence. But think of a compass. A compass is that which gives us direction, guidance. It helps us find the way back. Isn't that what we're trying to do? Are we not so lost? You might say, I'm not lost. I know exactly where I am. But actually, we are very lost. We are lost in our wanting things we can never seem to find. We are lost in the storms of our likes and dislikes that get whipped up at a moment's notice and spin us around for months, if not hours, days, and weeks, and maybe years, with old resentments or regrets. So how do we find our way back? How can we find our way back? Back where? Not back to being a baby, or surely not back to being a teenager. No, not that kind of back, but our way to safety, to steadiness, to stability, to depth, where we can understand. Have we ever understood? What are we going to understand? We want to really understand what is true. It's the way a baby understands the love, the touch, the security of its mother, being held. A baby understands that. And from that, it can grow and grow. Stronger, more able. But we're not babies. We need to cradle ourselves in a way that will be comforting and strengthening. And we can do that in the silence of the mind. And the mind is a compass for us if we come close to the Dhamma. So, what is this Dhamma? Dhamma is like mother, father, guardian. The Dhamma is the truth that we yearn to taste and rest in. It is our only refuge from the vagaries, chaos, deception, and disillusionment of the world. When we rest in the purity of one moment of pure presence, so clearly seeing things just as they are, unadorned, raw, plainly seen, a breath arising and falling a quiver of the heart, feeling that in and of itself. And then in the next moment, the next heartbeat, listening to the silence of the mind. What if the mind is not silent? Then we know to go deeper, listening more intently without asking anything. Become empty to this moment. We have no words, no questions. We're just showing up. We're offering our attention unequivocally, unconditionally. Whatever we receive is a gift. It's a gift. What if we don't like it? But that's liking and disliking. We're just offering ourselves to listen. What is the message in what we receive? What are we missing that we cannot receive it as a gift? So we breathe again and offer ourselves anew. Pure moment, this moment, no past, no future, nothing to run away from, nothing to run towards. We're stopping. We're willing to stop. We're stopping here and now for a moment. We're stopping thoughts. Once thoughts stop, next one comes, we stop to listen, to be present. Our being present, our attention is a gift to this moment. It is our gratitude for this breath. It is our opening, the guide, the guidance of the mind brings us to this opening, to the Dhamma, just as it is, silent, nothing to get, nothing to lose, no one to please. We know there is no one, there is no me, mind, no one who suffers. So who am I? Who's listening? That's just it. We've come back to the point of pure beingness without a being. Just a quality of pure attention, pure awareness, unencumbered by any attachment to a self. Empty. The mind is so empty It resonates with the whole universe. What is in this vast universe? Just energies moving. It's a constant shifting and movement, a flow, an energetic flow. And we're in it. Not even a drop, not a droplet. There is no solid essence of what we are. Just this knowing of that is enough. It's sacred knowledge. We touch, we intuit, we get a glimpse, we feel it, we taste the joy of that. We stay for that. Inwardly, unabashedly, our full hearts opening, we bow, honoring, revering. This is home. There is nothing else but this. So give ear and stop, listen, and know, moment after moment. But there is no time. It's timeless. No clock. Just the flowering of the inner truth into its own boundlessness, timelessness, selflessness, fearlessness. Everything we have ever wished for is here. Pure, empty, brilliant. For this, even the birds sing, the butterflies dance, the creatures blink, the flame of truth burns so bright. For this, we let go in an instant. We let go everything to know this. We are able to know this. We really are. Never doubt that. When delusion intrudes, we sweep it away gently. We say no, no, no. We turn back towards the Dhamma. We return to opening the heart. It is a constant work, keeping the world at bay, out of reach of this. We guard this, we guard it. We are its guardian. We, conventionally speaking, we. The knowing mind guards that truth which it knows. Our ability to know it more and more deeply, incisively, completely depends on the quality of our guardianship, which depends upon the quality of our attention, which depends yet again upon our ability to trust in this moment, in this process, in this skill that we can learn to guard, to protect, to enable the mind's purity, to develop it, to garden it. We're not only guardians, but we're gardeners. We grow gardens, a garden within us. Indescribably beautiful, magnificent. There are no words. I speak, but there are no words. There's no language for this. The only point here again, the mantra of the moment is gardening, guardianship, going forth. We go into what is unknown with faith, sublime faith. It's not the faith that we have in objects. It is an unworldly faith that comes from lifetimes of trying to beat this path to Nibbana, to our inner freedom. We have another chance here. We're going for it, going forth for it. Into the unknown, we need that fearlessness. And we get it in this way, by seeing clearly there is absolutely nothing to fear. Not even the bear. Not even the bear coming out of the forest on the path to our kuti, to our little cabins, is fearsome. Ignorance is fearsome. Suffering is not the problem. Ignorance must be dismantled, or we shall be disabled from this work. Delusion is fearsome, or we shall be disabled from this work if we don't defeat it, pierce it, unravel it. Our daily delusions disturb the path, and we learn the way back more and more easily each time, because we practice returning. We practice coming back home to the truth. Still, we learn to feed all this joy wherever we are, wherever we may be. The mind can find its way in to the depths, into the stillness, into the radiance from within itself. As we end this session, take time to ponder how we have reached inwardly what we were able to know, to touch, to realize. Remember the simple process, knowing the way back to that, so that we keep returning, touching the sublime treasure each of us carries within.